Yeah, we are live.
All right. Okay, so let's just jump into it. We're gonna start with the demos for this meeting, and so I think we can just start with the first of the two issues. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up my repo right now. So Becky and Julia, was that you? You guys had number 3? Or was it Chiamaka? Okay, number 3.
Is it the new list? It's the new list. That was our one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was the first. Okay, right? Yeah. Okay, I think so. Yeah. So yeah. So if you gals want to start off, you want to walk us through what the feature does, and then maybe also walk us through the code. That'd be great, and we're really excited to see it. And also, I think I can speak on behalf of all the mentors for this week and just the last 2 weeks. We are so impressed with you, with everyone on the team, and just the collaboration and the teamwork, and we're loving what we're seeing. And so just keep it up. And I'm really excited about, like, just as we go on with the weeks and whatnot, and just being able to really understand how everyone works together and just being able to improve and improve and improve. So take it away, team, on this issue. So, oh wait, I think so.
Oh, Julia, you're on mute.
Sorry,
I'm
talking to myself. Yeah. I would start if that's okay for you.
Yeah.
So practicing my English and my explanation skills, which I don't have. Share entire screen. Yeah. Am I able to do this? I'm not able to do this. Why not?
I think you can just press the green button.
I have it. Sorry. Thanks. Okay. Our code and the app. So this is our home page now when you're opening the app. Does everyone see my screen? Yes.
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 And we created the button, create list. Since you don't have a list now, you have to push the button to create the list. You can see here the local storage, which is empty now. And by clicking the create list, a token was created. And we are now on the list view, where you will see your new list. And then you can switch again to between add items or the list view. The token is created. Since it is created, we cannot go, we will be automatically redirect to the list view when we opening the app. Yeah, was it clear what I mean? We are not able to go back to the homepage because a token already exists. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, Becky, do you want to explain the code or should I do it?
I don't mind if you want to do it as you've got it. But I can help as
no, not that much, I would say.
Yeah. Okay.
We had one component, the home component, where we had here this button, which is surrounded by the link to go to the list. When we click it, and when you click the button, then it says that you create a token, which will be created from the token from this library. And that after that, the token will be stored in the local storage. We had an issue that after pushing the button, that on the list and on the add item view, there was still the welcome page. And that was because we didn't give the local storage, which redirects you automatically when the token already exists. We didn't do it on an extra route. We just had this line of code but without the route for the path for the homepage. And yeah, we figured it out yesterday, 5 minutes before our meeting. And yeah, now everything works fine. That was our part.
Cool. Yeah, this is great.
So with this is awesome. Just looking, so the local storage, the ternary operator here, that doesn't need to be wrapped in anything. That's just at the end of the switch. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm seeing this again for the second time, but yeah, this makes sense. And before, what did you say you were doing that you weren't getting it to show up?
We didn't have an extra route line for the home.
Okay.
View, yes.
Gotcha. Cool. And so, just out of curiosity, what happens? And I mean, anyone. I feel like I don't know if this is like within the scope, but like, how do you get this token to like be removed?
You can just delete it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually never dealt with tokens, so yeah,
when I delete it here, then I could go back to the homepage again because no token exists any longer. The token doesn't.
Okay. Okay. Very cool.
Julia, can you, so now as you have the token removed, can you try to type in the URL like a /list and just to test that like we still stay on the root page? Cool.
Thanks, God. Okay. I didn't check that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Great work. Do we have any like feedback or other questions for this particular issue for Julia or Becky?
I just wanted to say good job once again, because this was a pretty tricky issue. I mean, I remember when I tried going through the cards, I had the most trouble with this specific issue because it has, you have to think about a lot of stuff. So congratulations once again.
Yeah, really well done. The home component actually helped, right? Just to like kind of render button in a like separate component, and then kind of using like ternary operator to say, okay, so if we have a token, then render list and add item, but if we don't, render homepage. So really well done. Great work.
Thanks.
All righty. And then if we don't have anything else, thank you, Julia. Yeah, you can stop sharing. And then I guess we can move on to Chiamaka if you'd like to walk us through your solution for your issue.
Okay. I restarted my system. It was hooking, so I restarted my system. Well, I'm back now. I'm trying to reconnect back to my system with my system. Please give me some time.
Yeah, take your time. No worries.
No problem.
I'll just go grab some of my notes too. I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
So Julia and Becky, how did you find this week? Was it good? Was it challenging or?
Yeah, it was. I think we started off quite quickly, and then Julia said we got to the issue of the home component just displaying on every screen. So that was yesterday, really. Just one of those things where we're just trying loads of different things just to try and make it work. We both were. And then, yeah, like Julia said, it's 5 minutes before our office hours. We managed to work it out, and we both sort of come to the same sort of solution separately. So yeah, it was good because we had, like I said at the beginning of the week, where it sort of went quite smoothly, and then we also had this sort of challenge yesterday where we were all hands on deck. So yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
For me, it was a little bit easier than last week because of the Firebase. I that was not that easy last week. So this week
Yeah,
was
yeah.
quite bad for me.
I haven't had a Firebase issue
maybe-
to work on yet, so I'm nervous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like Firebase, it's it's a super, super useful and powerful tool. And getting used to it is kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't like what is even going on, like even thinking about databases. But yeah, as soon as you kind of get in the rhythm of it, it's like, oh, okay. And you kind of keep experiencing like how powerful it is and how you can add different layers onto it and everything. Okay. Cool. Okay, Chiamaka, we can see your screen.
All right. Okay, so our issue is supposed to create 2 components. Okay, so we're supposed to create 2 components, add items and view list. And the user is supposed to add an item according to their token. So each item is supposed to be saved under each user's token. So this is the functionality. Okay, so this is the add items list where the user can add an item and choose how soon they want to buy the item again, and then add the item, and then go back to the list view to see the added item here. They can add another item, choose when they will buy it next, and then add. They go back to the list view and it appears there. So going to the code. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay, so this is the add items code. We started by importing Firebase here. And then I just put the whole configuration and connections in a variable to be very easy for me. So I'll just call it DB. And then here I'm getting the local storage, I'm getting the token from the local storage stored already. So after that, this is not supposed to be here. Okay, so this is the line where I'm getting the token and storing it into user token. And then here, I'm doing a little logic to check if the user is already having a shopping list saved in the database. So this here is supposed to get, I'm specifying the token number here, the token of the user, and then I'm getting the data connected to this token. After that, I will check if something is in the data. If the data is empty, that's what this line is. If the data is empty, then here becomes false. It goes over to else and add the token and then the value of the items the user put in. But if the data is not empty, then go ahead and update the already existing list. That's basically what this is doing. And then return the form where the user will put in the details. Then for the add items, I'm doing almost the same thing, getting the data and then checking if it's empty. If it's empty, then don't display anything. But if it's not empty, then I'll loop through and then display here. That's what this component is doing. And this is the functionality here. So finish. Thank you. Any questions?
By the way, so this has been very well done. But there is this one small thing that, in add items. So if you go to the add items,
Yeah.
and then in the if condition, if block, and in the else block, so line number 42 and 43 and line number 49 and 50. So they are executed irrespective if it's in the if block or else block. So they could be removed out of the if else condition.
They're supposed to reset the list back to default.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
like they would be executed irrespective if the if condition is true or false. So there is this repetition of the code. So it could be instead
So,
move out of like after the 951.
okay.
Great catch, Mohammed.
Yeah, just a small thing. Yeah. So and then on line 42 and 43, it could be removed.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's basically the same thing.
That's great. And then Shiamaka, so I think I saw this before in discussion, but before you had access to the token that the other team created, you just simulated that on your own with another kind of constant token, and then you just use the local storage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Any
By the way,
questions or?
is it like I would like to see the whole, because now the code is merged and everything like should work perfectly. So if what I would like to see is like if you could go to the developer
Go
console
to the
and
main.
I mean like if you go to developer console and remove the token, and then we could see the whole flow that okay if it works as expected.
Okay. Let me quickly commit this and then switch to the main branch.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Probably first you have to add it and then commit it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is some shortcut for adding and committing together. I don't remember, but yeah.
When in doubt, always the simplest and Git. Otherwise, I get so confused.
You check out main. Okay. So I'm in the main branch. Do I delete the data and start all over?
Yeah, that's what I would
delete
like.
the data in the database. Okay.
No, that's fine. So just deleting the token.
So if you open up the dev tools inside Chrome.
Okay. Okay. Delete. Okay, so if I hit this route, okay, I'm supposed to hit the home route.
Yeah, now if you hit this or even this route, then it should be home page.
Yeah,
and if you hit the list route, so if you append list in the URL. And one more thing, like instead of list, if you append add item.
Okay.
I'm like testing it.
Nice.
Okay. So now we could do create list, and let's see from that point onwards if it creates the token.
Okay.
Okay.
Creates the token.
Oh yeah, awesome. So now we could add an item, and then the item would be should be shown. Oh, okay. There is this one minor improvement that it needs to refresh.
Right.
So maybe this is something to look for in the next sprints or in the next weeks.
Wait, try adding another one because I think it added it immediately after that one.
Tamaka, in the previous week, I think you used the hooks and now you're not using them. Is there a reason for that? Were they not working like like you wanted?
Yes. When I did the array, when I did my data structure to be in array form, the hook became really difficult to use.
Mhm.
So I had to fetch my data manually and sort it myself.
Okay, because I'm not sure, I don't remember 100%, but I think that with the hooks it updated it automatically and it refreshed. But I'm not sure about this. I need to check it.
So I believe like when we add the very first item, it doesn't like automatically re-render the the DOM, and one of the reasons might be that we need to pass like you know how we have like a second argument as an empty array inside use effect. So maybe like one of the solutions, but we should try this. One of the solutions might be that we pass in that specific items state as a second argument inside the array.
In the array. The items.
Yeah, I tried it yesterday. That was also my first like idea, but this also triggered like this infinite loop.
Infinite loop. Wow.
Yeah. Because logically that makes sense because the second argument is supposed to be like something that changes, and only if that variable changes then this use effect should trigger. So it makes logically it should be items, but yeah, I don't know why it didn't.
Yeah, it might be like both like items and set items. But yeah, we can definitely work on this for the coming week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to get rid of it so that we don't
Okay. It's out.
yeah, let's work on this like starting from tomorrow. I can note this and we can discuss it later.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. And we can move on.
Okay.
Thank you, Chiamaka. Great
Thank
job.
you.
Yeah, great job. Great job.
Right.
Good demo.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right. And now we have retros.
Yep, I will take over from here. So yeah, as you all know, we will have our first retro. And yeah, as I mentioned, remember this is a safe space to be transparent, honest, and kind. So yeah, please feel free to express your opinions and be kind and so on. So how this will go is that I will share my screen and we will have about 10 minutes to kind of add our cards in the retro board. And after 10 minutes, we can come back and read our notes. Everyone can read their own notes and chat about this. So right now it's 27, and let's come back at 37. You can mute or you can turn off your camera as you wish.
Okay, so we're going to the board to fill the board.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will share the link in the chat.
Okay.
There we go. All right, let's come back at 37.
Appreciation.
All right, let's come back in 2 minutes. Okay, everyone. Does anyone still need a couple of minutes? Okay, yeah, let's do it then.
For me, I could write more stuff about what went well, but I see that everybody else, especially you, Luca, wrote some great stuff. So you've got me covered.
Sure. Yeah, you can incorporate anything while you read your cards. So yeah, we can be free to say anything like while reading our cards. So all right, let's start with Julia then. I see your card first in here.
Yeah, my appreciation is to my colleagues in the first and second week, especially Joseph, because in the first week I was really, really nervous, and I thought, oh my god, maybe I will be kicked out because I don't get GitHub and everything. But yeah, Joseph was very calm. He explained and answered every of my simple questions in a very easy way, so even I can understand, and this was very thankful. And with Becky, it was very great working with her. It was very quick. We completed each other with our code, and everything went fast. And to the mentors, I had two main issues, and Andrew and Luca were there immediately for me, and we got on a Zoom meeting, and everything worked out fine in the end. Special thanks to them. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a learning experience. Yeah, you will never be kicked out from here. You are, yeah, we are all here to help out, and even if you get stuck, we are here to help anytime. So
You're stuck with us, Julia.
exactly.
I can live with it.
All right, next we have Mohammed.
Yes. So again, like it was a good job done, and it was done in a timely way, and especially like the merge part, that could have been something that could have taken a lot of time, and it could have created some confusions. But the merge initiative, like I noticed that it was taken by Becky and Julia, that okay, then now we have to merge the code, and we have to make sure that both the teams code are in the main branch. So that was something very good. And then like for Chiamaka, like because she took the code and then she incorporated her changes with other teams code. So yeah, that was again like the way it was done, it was very good.
Absolutely, I agree 100% on that. Alex?
Yes, so definitely amazing flexibility, helpfulness, and adaptability all around for our developers this week and the last 2 weeks. It's definitely, this week really showed that we're not afraid, like developers aren't afraid to like jump into any tasks that they aren't assigned to just because, or what am I trying to say? Like they're not afraid to jump in and help, even if it's not their assigned task. It's really showing great teamwork and initiative. Also, shout out to my fellow mentors for leaving really constructive code review comments. I'm super new to code reviewing in general, and so it's really nice to be able to see such good examples of really well thought out and thoughtful and encouraging comments there in GitHub. So thank you all.
Awesome. Chiamaka?
Okay. I appreciate the mentors and the other teammates. This week we really showed teamwork and team spirit very well, and it's something I'm not really used to, and I'm really liking it as it's going. And the mentors, I learned a lot from the reviews that you give, a lot. Just like the use effect, I didn't know that infinite looping thing about use effect, but this week I was able to understand it, and Mohammed explained it well for me. I understood it. Um, and Julia and Becky, thank you for for being there and offering to jump on calls and help me debug, and the mentors too. I'm really grateful. I appreciate you.
So yeah, great teamwork for sure. Kalfo?
It's me. Congrats to everyone in our team and the Collab Lab in general. Both the devs and the mentors were very engaged. I mean, whenever somebody asks something in Slack, somebody would always answer. And I was very impressed when I joined the Collab Lab. I didn't expect so much collaboration between devs. You know, in my mind, I thought that devs would have questions, they would always ask mentors, but it turns out that the devs collaborated and solved most of the issues on their own. So, you know, mentors just helped here and there with some very small issues. I was really impressed and I love that. Um, and Yep, somebody was always available to help. That's so impressive. I mean, the good thing is that we have a lot of mentors and devs across time zones. So whenever you have a question early in the morning, late at night, there's always somebody available. And everybody adapted really well to the sudden changes in schedule. For instance, that Joseph went offline, and I really hope he's doing okay. Mohammed was unavailable for some days, but I was really impressed that even though Mohammed had so many stuff to do, that you could still be consistent and be available for office hours. Uh, that was really awesome. Uh, yep, thanks everybody. And I forgot the most important. I'm really impressed about how nice and kind everybody is. I mean, I was expecting this community to be nice, but I didn't expect everybody to be so nice.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, shout out to the whole team for making such a big progress. I mean, we are in week 2 and you have done so much already, which is super impressive. Yeah, there is like a very special team spirit here in this team at TCL 19, because everybody is ready to jump in and help each other, not only mentors, but between participants and between developers, as Golf mentioned. So yeah, special shout out to Chiamaka, because yeah, suddenly Joseph had the internet outage. So you were standing there very strong and working on your issue. And also Julia and Becky, you are the best to also jump in to help Chiamaka to solve these issues. So really amazing work, everyone. And also shout out to mentors, because you are so kind, so motivating, and so helpful. Every time there is someone available to help, and thank you all for that. Right, Becky?
Yeah, so yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone on the team and also all the mentors. Like I say, it's been a really fun 2 weeks, and it's been great to have so many people's input. Like everyone said, so many people jumping on calls to help each other. It's just, yeah, felt like a really great community to be a part of. And yeah, like a really safe space to ask questions and make progress in the issues. Yeah, so it's been great. Thank you.
Awesome. So what went well this past 2 weeks, Chiamaka?
Oh well, in the end, everything is working fine. We had a lot of communications, and uh, everything is working fine. Though we're able to overcome the bugs and the hiccups, and everything is okay.
Cool. All right, Julia?
Yeah, the communication between the colleagues and the mentors was really great. And there was every time someone available when we needed. And yeah, we complemented each other and our codes very well. And we were always in time with our steps.
Awesome. Mohammed?
Yeah, so as we have been like talking about this, like communication was highlight of this week. So the way we all communicated and like all of you, like I was like partially unavailable, but all the mentors and everyone was available so much, like and readily helping each other. So that was really good to see.
Absolutely. Next we have Alex.
Alex is missing, so somebody has to. I could read it.
Sure.
Adaptability, I would just be reading it.
Sounds
So
good.
no more my additions or subtractions. Adaptability, teamwork, collaboration, staying organized in our designated threads in Slack, asking for help when you are stuck or you need help. This is so important, and you all are great at it. I'm sure for most developers, including Alex, it's not as easy to know when to ask for help as you might expect.
Golfo.
That in the last 2 weeks, both pairs of each week understood the issues and didn't over or under deliver. So this means that they really read into the issues before starting, and they did a lot of great work and only had some minor problems. And this shows they gave a lot of thought and did enough research before working on the issues. And I love their great attitude and kindness. They kept their cool even when things didn't go as expected and stayed resilient. Because I mean, if in the workplace, nothing ever goes perfectly. I mean, most of the time stuff go wrong, and I think this attitude is more important than having technical knowledge and everything, because you can learn the concepts as you go along. But if you get nervous and sad, I mean, this is also normal. But if you learn to overcome obstacles, then everything will go fine in the end. And everybody, both mentors and devs, were very proactive with everything. So everybody took initiative and helped every way that they could.
Thanks, Golfo. Yeah, it was mentioned already, but I will say it again because communication was really such a highlight of these past 2 weeks. You were actively asking questions, which is why we are all here to help and jump in and debug with you if there are any issues. So really great job with communication, not only just asking questions, but also kind of coordinating with fellow developers to mention that, okay, our PRs are up on GitHub and it's ready to peer review. Or even before the merge happens, you also communicate that, okay, so we have some of the things that we need to fix before we merge. So that's also really, really important and really great job with that. Peer descriptions, I think, were really great these past 2 weeks. It was very easy to kind of follow what changes you made and what was your thought process behind it. And yeah, that was great. Keep up the good work on that. Pull requests were also up early, which left some time for peer review and also for mentor reviews and for feedback, and then kind of kind of applying those feedbacks to your code. So good job with that as well. And I want to mention that demos were really great this week. I think demos were really amazing.
Oh, sorry.
I agree.
Becky, we have Becky next. Sorry, yeah, I have these Zoom icons.
Yeah, no, as has been mentioned, I just wanted to say about the communication. I think we used Slack really well, and it was really good having the two different threads really well organized so that I could sort of see how the other team were progressing as well, and just get a bit familiar with the other team's work. So it really felt like we had sort of an overview of how everything was going. And also could get the input from the mentors as well in the right places so that it was easy to follow. So I thought that was really great.
Okay, we have Chamaka. So yeah, what could we do better for the next sprint?
Mhm. I just read the first one. What kept us from making progress? What could we do better than sprint? Um, what we could do better? Well, my own problem I had is not really something that any of us have control over. It's about Joseph's absence. So every other thing is really as it should.